Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network tonight. From Fort Morgan High School, it's a Tri-Valley doubleheader as the Fort Morgan Mustangs take on the Holy Family Tigers. I'm John Beltran. As we customarily do, we'll start with the girls' game. Starting lineups for Holy Family and Fort Morgan are as follows for the visiting Tigers, who are 3-4 in the season but ranked 10th in the state in 4A because they've had a brutal schedule for head coach Ron Rossi. It'll be Tyler Whitlock, Dylan Sanders, Noelle Garden, Alyssa Wells in the backcourt, and their player down low, Cecilia Honorud. For the Mustangs, all seniors. Guards Allie Bauman and Lauren Keller. Autumn Wheatley. And down low, Clementina Numerolongo and Destiny Pelton. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan. This is the second consecutive ranked team the Mustangs will play. On Saturday, they took on now 8-0 Erie, ranked 4th in the state in 3A, or 4A, check that. And they beat Fort Morgan 75-32. So safe to say that these two games are two of the tougher ones for Fort Morgan. They're going to have trouble competing here against a very, very talented Holy Family team that is coming off a huge victory over Frederick. Clementina Numerolongo will jump center for Fort Morgan. Cecilia Honorud for Holy Family wearing their purple uniforms. The Mustangs are coached by Mitch Elrick. Mustangs in their customary home whites with the maroon numerals. And the tip is controlled by Holy Family. Here is Alyssa Wells now setting up the offense. Will be Dylan Sanders on the outside right to Honorud. Back out near the top. Here is Whitlock. The three in the air is off to the left, but the rebound is grabbed by Honorud. She's going to grab quite a few of those. They'll reset the offense. Jump pass in the left corner, dribbling left of the lane all the way. The layup is up, and that's short. It's missed over there by Tyler Whitlock, but Honorud grabs her second rebound. They'll reset the offense with Dylan Sanders at the top, guarded by Lauren Keller. Player-to-player defense right now, also known originally as man-to-man. At the top is Sanders, dribbling against Keller, swings it on the outside right to Tyler Whitlock. Back in the corner, here's Garden. Garden's trapped over there, and we got a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Allie Bauman. Bauman with a push in the first foul of the game, and immediately Numerolongo is out, and Lydia Eccles is in. That's a substitution by Fort Morgan 45 seconds into the game. The trigger is Alyssa Wells to Garden, and that's going to be a foul on the inbounds pass by Destiny Pelton. Yeah, the way Fort Morgan stays in this game is with defense. That's it. Defense, defense, and more defense. There's a drive to the basket by Honorud. Now she's cut off over there. Back out on the outside left to Whitlock. Into the lane to Sanders all the way off the glass, and that's no good. And the rebound is controlled by Autumn Wheatley of Fort Morgan. The Mustangs with their first possession. Chest pass to Lawrence Keller along the right baseline. Keller tries to dribble out of traffic. Swings it down low through Pelton's hand. The ball is poked, and that's the turnover for the Mustangs. They've had many of those this season. Wells on the outside right. Sanders, three in the air, is short. And Lauren Keller goes high for the rebound. Over the back by Tyler Whitlock of Holy Family. That's the first foul committed by Holy Family. Yeah, if the Tigers have an off shooting night, that will allow the Mustangs to stay in the game. Bauman to Keller in the backcourt, but Fort Morgan has got to be disciplined. Way too many turnovers. There's nearly another one to Wheatley. Dribbles by two. She's got a 4-on-3 outside left to Eccles. Down low. The shot is up and in! Off the glass by Destiny Pelton. Off the feed from Lydia Eccles. 2-0 Fort Morgan. 6:25 to go in the opening quarter. On the high right is Honorud. Holy Family's a team, though, once they get that first basket, they can be dangerous. Whitlock now to Sanders, nearly stolen by Keller. At the top on the outside right, Wells, three in the air, is in and out. And the ball is off Keller's hands, but taken by Allie Bauman of Fort Morgan. Bauman left-handed dribble into the front court to Keller. Keller at the top. 6 minutes to go in the first. Hands it off to Wheatley on the left wing. Wheatley trapped. Cross court to Eccles. Dribbles right baseline. Cut off back out to Bauman. Bauman swings it left side. Keller penetrates left baseline. Shot is blocked out of there by Honorud. She had no shot to make that. Taken away by Whitlock. Whitlock drives by Wheatley. Bounce pass to Honorud. Left-handed layup up and in for Cecilia Honorud. And the game is tied at 2. Keller the other way for Fort Morgan. 5:38 to go in the opening quarter. Keller back out to Wheatley, straight away, drives middle of the lane, all the way off the glass and too strong, but a foul on the drive to the basket, and that will be on either Wells or Honorud, and that's going to be on Alyssa Wells, her first. And here is Autumn Wheatley, a senior, to the stripe for Fort Morgan. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects at Western Engineering Consultants. Strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way. Western Engineering Consultants. Wheatley bends, shoots, and connects. Fort Morgan 3, Holy Family 2. Mustangs have lots of talent on this team, although they're still shorthanded without Allie Christensen. I believe she's done for the year without even playing. And that free throw's off to the right. Ball is tipped around, still tipped. Honorud grabs her third rebound off the deflection. On the outlet to Sanders, straight away to Garden. On the high left, here's Tyler Whitlock. Lobs it down low for Honorud. Turns, leans, banks, and misses on the left baseline. And the rebound goes to Autumn Wheatley of Fort Morgan. Wheatley back out towards Eccles. Eccles dribbles to her right, picks up the dribble. Top of the three-point line there to Wheatley, and she throws it away, intended for Keller, intercepted by Tyler Whitlock. Here's Sanders the other way, left wing, long three, yes. Dylan Sanders with a triple. And it's 5-3 Holy Family with 4:58 to go in the first. And keep in mind, Holy Family is not committed to turnover yet. Eccles is out, Numero Longo is in. And two things Fort Morgan has got to work on, limiting turnovers and their outside shooting game, which is really extremely limited. Here's Wheatley, trapped in the backcourt. Jump pass is going to be intercepted by Tyler Whitlock. Third turnover for Fort Morgan. Down low, reverse layup is up, and that's missed, but a foul taken by Dylan Sanders. And the Fort Morgan foul committed by Lauren Keller, her first, and Sanders to the line. Yeah, if Fort Morgan could get any semblance of outside shooting, that would help, just to stretch the floor. Their game is almost exclusively inside. The free throw barely gets to the rim from Sanders. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Equitable Savings and Loan, check them out. Second free throw is short again. And there's a tie-up nearly for the rebound. No, it's grabbed by Honorud, and the three is up, and that's missed. And the rebound is controlled by Destiny Pelton. Good job of the Mustangs staving off another shot. Bauman trapped. Front court pass to Pelton. On the left wing to Wheatley. Dribbles to her right, left of the free throw line. Trapped. Double team. Lost the ball. Got it back. She's on the floor. Has to get rid of it. And a timeout called by Mitch Elrick. That's a good timeout. If not, she would have been called for traveling. Instead, we keep it right here with 4:22 to go in the opening quarter. Holy Family 5, Fort Morgan 3. The Mustangs are there. They cannot get involved in a game like they had the other night, which was a 75-point game for Erie. Fort Morgan scored only 32. They should score more tonight, but it's not going to be a lot more. They don't really feature that type of offense. Fort Morgan flourishes in a lower-scoring game. In fact, let's look at the evidence this season for the Mustangs. With their 2-5 record, they beat Valley 45-17, lost to University 40-36, lost to Eaton 57-42, beat Sterling 47-28, lost to Sydney 54-31. They scored 58 against Brush, their season high, but lost that game by 19. 77-58, then of course lost on Saturday to 8-0 Erie, 75-32. 3 quarters court. Bauman to throw it in for Fort Morgan, down by 2 with 4:22 to go in the first quarter from Fort Morgan. Bauman gets it into Wheatley. Wheatley with a basketball, dribbles to her right and fouled by Sanders. That's a good aggressive dribble by Wheatley, using her body to draw the contact. Sanders with her first foul. Both teams have committed 3. And again, 3 quarters court. Lauren Keller to throw it in. Lobs it into Pelton. Back out to Keller on the high left. Dribbles towards the top of the three-point circle. Keller maintains the dribble. It's a 2-3 here, played by Holy Family. At the top, Wheatley dribbles to her right against Sanders. Got to watch out with that offhand. Bounce pass in the right corner for Keller. Keller penetrates right baseline. Double team, puts up a jumper. Missed by a mile. Got nothing but air. The Numero Longo went over the back. Yeah, Fort Morgan has got to try to just take a lot of time on every possession. And their best shots are 10 feet and in. Really not 5 feet and in tonight. They can't score over Anirudh. She's just too tall. She stands, looks like at about 6'2". I don't have official measurement. Dribbling left baseline. Whitlock, right-handed layup up and in to the left of the basket. Tyler Whitlock was left unimpeded. And the lead now, they've got that scoreboard wrong. They've got it totally wrong. It should say 7-3. Here's Wheatley in the backcourt to Pelton. They've got to fix that thing. And a 10-second violation against Fort Morgan. I don't know why nobody's looking at that scoreboard. Should say 7-3, Holy Family. It says 3-2. Should be 7-3. I mean, do they not know the score? It's Holy Family 7, Fort Morgan 3 with 3:39 to go in the first, and somebody's falling asleep on the wheel, and the officials have stopped this game. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car. Stubbs Gas and Oil, easy and convenient. Make them the only stop you need. You're on your way to the big game. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Now the score is correct, and we can proceed with 3:39 to go in the first quarter. Holy Family leading Fort Morgan. It's 7-3. The scoreboard operator now has it 10-7. There's a struggle there. All right. I will tell you, it's not easy to operate the scoreboard, and I'm not being sarcastic. I've done it before, but you have to be focused. You've got to be laser focused. Dylan Sanders on the outside right to Wells. Swings it right side back to Whitlock. Lob down low for Anirudh. Dribbles, turns, and that ball is taken away by Wheatley. She got her hand in there. First turnover for the Tigers. Outlet pass towards Keller. Down low to Numero Longo. Dribbles, banks, and scores. Great pass there by Lauren Keller, but again, you get an inside shot there, and Numero Longo converts. The Mustangs are to within 2. It's 7-5 with 3:10 to go first quarter. Wells on the high right at the top for Whitlock. Hands it off to Garden. Back to Whitlock on the left wing. Swings it back out to Sanders as they work it around left, middle, and right. On the high right, Alyssa Wells with a right-handed dribble towards the baseline. Cutoff over there. Feeds it back out to Whitlock. Swings it left baseline for Anirudh. Well away from the basket. Bounce pass down low is poked away by Wheatley. Loose on the floor. She gets it to Numero Longo. Numero Longo 2-on-2. She spins. Then had the ball stripped away by Sanders. Turnover number 5 for Fort Morgan. Here's the outlet pass to Noelle Garden in the left corner. 3 is up, and that is good. And that is made by Alyssa Wells. Holy Family now with a 10-5 advantage. 2:28 to go in the first quarter. Wheatley hands it off to Keller. Keller with the basketball, calling out the play for the Mustangs. Dribbles to her right against Sanders. Keller hands it off to Bauman, and that's a traveling violation. That's great defense there by Sanders. As soon as the handoff was made, Sanders cut off that angle, and that forced Bauman to travel. 6 turnovers for Fort Morgan. And on pace for 24 in this game. That's the issue. Again, it's almost a turnover a minute for this team at times. On the high right is Tyler Whitlock. Dribbles towards the right baseline by Wheatley. Bounce pass cross court. Now straight away. Wells 3 in the air is off to the right. And Wheatley chases it down on one hop. Third rebound for Wheatley, but then the ball is nearly stripped in the backcourt. Pelton picks it up. She's on the floor. Lobs it back out to Bauman. Mustangs want to run. Bauman on the high right. Cross-court pass to Keller. It's a 2-on-1. Keller bounce pass to Numero Longo. Off her hand out of bounds. That was a good pass there by Keller. Numero Longo could not seal it. And it's Fort Morgan's 7 turnover. Here comes Tessa Frasco into the game for Destiny Pelton. And Holy Family will come the other way, up by 5. With just over 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Sanders on the high right to Alyssa Wells, guarded by Bauman. Left-handed dribble, feeds it at the top to Sanders, straight away against Keller. Now retreats towards midcourt as Sanders maintains the dribble back out to Wells. Holy Family really being patient. Crossover dribble by Wells in the right corner for Garden. Garden nearly traveled, dribbles right baseline against Frasco. Cross-court pass left corner. Whitlock triple is going to be short. Lauren Keller goes high for the Fort Morgan rebound. Keller will take it herself. Now to Bauman. Cross-court pass towards Frasco, and that's an awful pass, and it's out of bounds. I'm not sure, what she was trying to do there. I know who she was trying to get it to, but that is super low percentage. 8 turnovers there, and it's plays like that don't have to be made. Just be patient. And from any of these players, this is an experienced Fort Morgan team. That's why it's less tolerable, I guess, if you're Coach Mitch Elrick. Left baseline, Wells, jump pass, cross court, Sanders, right wing 3, in and out. Rebound to Whitlock. Hands it off, and the shot is up and no good, and that's missed over there by Danielle Wren. And Numero Longo comes away with a rebound for Fort Morgan. Nice board. Here is Bauman. Right corner bounce pass poked out of bounds by Tyler Whitlock. It'll stay with Fort Morgan 3/4 court. On the side, down by 5, 1:09 to go, 30-second timeout is called by Mitch Elrick of Fort Morgan. I think the defense has been really good. Really good for Fort Morgan. But, I mean, you can see when they make a cross-court pass, even especially if it's a baseball pass, it frustrates you just to watch that from any team, because you know it's a super low percentage play, and it's well covered normally, and even if it's not well covered, it's got to be thrown perfectly. And it's just plays like that have to be eliminated by the Mustangs in order to remain competitive in this game. So it'll be Fort Morgan ball, down by 5, 69 seconds to go in the first quarter. In front of the Holy Family bench, Tessa Frasco to throw it in. Back near midcourt to Allie Bauman. Bauman swigs it right corner. Keller, 3 in the air, and that's an air ball. Again, they don't have the outside shooting. Daniela Wren grabs the board here for Holy Family. Here's Whitlock left of the lane. She's double teamed. Excellent defense and tied up by Keller. Great defense by Fort Morgan once again. Possession arrow Mustangs. Keller to throw it in to Bauman in the backcourt. 52 seconds to go. Now Wheatley's got the basketball, double teamed, and she traveled. 9 turnovers in the first quarter, but they're only down 5 because of their defensive play. Wells throws it into Sanders. Sanders against Keller, dribbling on the high left. Swings it straight away to Wren. Wren now to Wells. 3-pointer in the air. Good. It rattles in at the top of the 3-point circle for Alyssa Wells. That's her second 3. It's 13-5. And then we've got a violation against Fort Morgan. It might have been a travel. That's turnover number 10. Bauman is out. Caitlin Fajardo is in. Wells to trigger it into Sanders. Sanders with a left-handed dribble behind the 3-point line. Sanders towards the top against Lauren Keller. Straight away to Wells. Wells in the left corner to Wren. Her 3 is up, and that's good. That's 4 threes in the opening quarter for Holy Family. And they're now on a 9-0 run. It's 16-5. Middle of the lane. Wheatley swings it right through the fingers of Tessa Frasco out of bounds. 11 turnovers, and Fort Morgan is down by that many with 12.2 seconds to go. So this is no mystery for the Mustangs. They know exactly what they've had to do really all season. Here is Sanders with 6 on the outside left with 5 against Keller. Swings it to Wren. Now here's Alyssa Wells, left wing 3. Off the back of the rim, no. And that's the end of the opening quarter. With the score, Holy Family 16, Fort Morgan 5 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back at Fort Morgan High School as we head to the second quarter in this first of the 2 games tonight. The Fort Morgan girls were down 7-5. Then Holy Family closed the quarter on a 9-0 run. And they got the 3-ball going. 4 in the opening quarter, only 2 2-pointers. It's now 16-5. Holy Family to throw it in. It's Wheatley Fajardo, Pelton, Numero Longo, and Bauman for Fort Morgan. Dylan Sanders out there for Holy Family. Jalen Garan making her first appearance. Daniela Anaru down low on the left baseline, double teamed. Her jump pass going to be poked away, but taken by Tyler Whitlock. Now to Sanders in the corner. Also out there, Daniela Wren for Holy Family. Anaru left corner, dribbles towards the free throw line, into the lane, back out to Garan. Now here is Wren, right side to Dylan Sanders, right corner to Garan. Garan at the free throw line, cut off over there and fouled by Caitlin Fajardo. That'll be her first, the team's 5th. And Lauren Keller will check into the game quickly here for Fajardo. Again, they played some pretty good defense tonight. McKenna Bursch into the game for Holy Family for Tyler Whitlock. Looking as Sanders got to get rid of it towards the top. Nearly poked away by Keller, but taken by Wren. Right wing wide open. Sanders 3, and they did it again. Dylan Sanders has the 5th 3 of the game for Holy Family. Fouled in the backcourt as Wheatley. And fouled, looks like by Jalen Garan. And it's now a 12-0 run for Holy Family. 3/4 court check that along the side in the backcourt. Mustangs have it. Bauman has the basketball at midcourt, picks up the dribble, then lobs it towards midcourt, intercepted by Sanders, and she will bank and score. Off Fort Morgan's 12th turnover. They had 11 in the opening quarter. Sanders now with 8 points. She's outscoring Fort Morgan. And now we have a timeout called by Mitch Elrick. He's unhappy. They have 7 more turnovers than points. Yeah, the only thing they've done well in this game is play defense. And that layup by Sanders is not about the defense, it's about the turnover. So it's a 14-0 run for Holy Family. This was a 7-5 game. But they did get the outside shooting going. And that has certainly made a huge difference. A no-cost, no-obligation guidance through the Medicare maze. Medicare Peace of Mind. Call today to enjoy life with peace. Medicare Peace of Mind. And crystal clear ice, good for any drink, any time of year. You can pick up AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store in Northeast Colorado today. That's AC Ice. Plenty of Mustang action coming up. On Thursday, we'll be in Berthoud for a doubleheader against the Spartans at 5:30 right here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We'll have the Fort Morgan girls game on Saturday against Windsor at 7 o'clock right here in Fort Morgan. They're all doubleheaders with the exception of the 2 games against Windsor. And now into the game for Fort Morgan is Emma Wolf, a senior, to throw it in. And Fajardo's back out there. Keller taking a breather. Allie Bauman for the Mustangs. Jump pass on the outside left. Here is Wolf. She's got a pretty good outside shot, but her bounce pass towards Numair Longo poked away, and it is intercepted. On the high right with the basketballs, Garan kicks it back out to Wren. On the outside left, wide open. Sanders 3 is barely going to make it to the rim. And Numair Longo grabs the Fort Morgan rebound. She had a good game against Erie. Long pass to Pelton. Pelton in the lane as the ball stripped away, loose on the floor, and it's grabbed by Holy Family, but it's going to be a tie-up there. Should be a tie-up, or did they call traveling? No, it's going to be a tie-up. And possession arrow is going to stay with Fort Morgan because Holy Family got the ball first to begin the second quarter. So the Mustangs got a break there. And Wolf to throw it in with the Mustangs down 21-5 with 6:29 to go. Now the official discussing where the possession arrow is pointing to. Fort Morgan does not want to be in a position they were on Saturday when it became a running clock in the fourth. Bauman penetrates left baseline. Her runner's up and no good, but she was fouled along the baseline. I don't think the shot, it's going to be a shooting foul. It's not. Jalen Garan commits the foul, her second. Wolf to throw it in on the offensive end underneath the basket. Lob at the top for Fajardo. Dribbles to her right of the lane. Cross-court pass to Bauman. 15-footer. Is back rim? No. And Numair Longo way over the back. I'm not sure why she did that. Yeah, there was no chance of grabbing that rebound. She was boxed out big time by Daniela Wren. And the thing is, you need Clementina. She's got 2 fouls, and she's really, really solid down low. But you can't commit a foul and a rebound you have no chance of getting. And she really didn't there, and she knew it. Holy Family comes the other way. With 6:16 to go in the opening half. Sanders, chest pass outside left to Wren. Wren looking for Honorud. Can't get it to her. Lob left to the lane, and that ball is poked away. It was intended over there for McKenna Bursch. Ball is loose along the left baseline. There's going to be a tie up there. That'll stay with Holy Family. Nice job by Fajardo getting on the floor there with Daniela Wren, I should say. Numair Longo's out. Keller is back in. And Sanders to throw it in with over 6 minutes to go in the second. Sanders looking. Feeds it to Wren on the high left corner for Sanders. She'll dribble towards the top, back out to Alyssa Wells into the game. Left corner, Wren, lob down low for Honorud. Jump pass straight away. Sanders dribbles, shoots, and misses short. Rebound, Honorud. She dribbles, she leans, she hooks, and she misses. And Lauren Keller grabs the rebound for Fort Morgan. Keller out of traffic with the basketball, dribbling to her right. Behind the back at the top against Sanders. Swings it left side for Fajardo. Back out to Lauren Keller. Keller to Fajardo on the left wing. Fajardo at the top, and she traveled before she dribbled. Turnover number 14 for Fort Morgan. Here comes Numero Longo back into the game. Alyssa Wells to throw it in, and Fort Morgan has not scored in a good 4 to 4.5 minutes. They've been stuck on 5 points. With the basketball is McKenna Bursch. Lobs it at the top of the three-point circle to Sanders. Right corner for Wren. Dribbles to her left. Picks up the dribble. Overhead pass to Sanders. Penetrates left baseline. Her runners up and in. Little 5-footer along the left baseline for Sanders. She's got 7 in the quarter, 10 in the game. Holy Family on a 16-0 run leads 23-5. Fajardo trapped in the backcourt. Jump pass is tipped away, and it's intercepted by Wren. Wren will slow it down and kick it back out to Sanders. Sanders in the left corner, wide open. Wells 3, and that barely got there. The ball is loose, and Autumn Wheatley with some nice hustle for the Mustangs, grabbing the basketball for Fort Morgan. Here's the outlet to Keller. Keller at the top of the three-point circle. Now to Wheatley. Down low, Numero Longo dribbles, turns, and we have a foul, I believe, before the shot. The foul was committed by Daniela Wren, her first. It's the team's 6th. Fajardo to throw it in for Fort Morgan. In the right corner for Bauman. Back out to Keller. Back out to Fajardo. Right corner 3, and that hit nothing but glass. Rebound to Wheatley. She banks, and there's a foul on the floor. Nope, she misses. The foul was not on the floor. It would have counted. And to the line will be Autumn Wheatley. Foul was committed by Alyssa Wells, her second. This could stop the 16-0 run by Holy Family, and she does. She makes the free throw. Checking into the game is Noelle Garden for McKenna Bursch. Free throw number 2 is upcoming. Holy Family with a 23-6 lead. Wheatley bends, shoots, and connects. 23-7. Dylan Sanders. Back out straight away on the outside, left to Wren. Wren to Wells. Dribbles into the lane. Back out to Wren. Lob down low for Onderud. Left-handed shot is up and in off the window. Beautiful feed from Wren. And Onderud scores for the second time in the game. 25-7. Fajardo. High right to Bauman. Down low towards Numero Longo. Off her hand out of bounds. 16 turnovers for Fort Morgan. Yeah, Saturday, they scored 32 points at 26 turnovers. This is looking even more bleak here. They've got to be able to score at least. Wren with the basketball, bounce pass at the top to Garden. Left corner, Wren, wide open triple, yes. Daniela Wren hits her second 3, and that is now 6 3-pointers for Holy Family. 28-7. Bauman, long pass to Wheatley. Left wing, dribbles into the paint. Wheatley turns, kicks it back out to Keller, dribbling left baseline. Her runners up, and she's fouled as she misses. Nice strong move by Keller along the left baseline, and she will go to the line. And that's really Fort Morgan's best bet as Onderud commits the foul. That's going to be her first. Autumn Wheatley's made 3 of 4. Now Keller will shoot her first 2, and that one is in and out. Now Maggie Dooley and Tyler Whitlock are in for Holy Family. Dooley checking in for the first time. Second free throw is upcoming here for Lauren Keller, and that one's good. 28-8. With 3:37 to go, second quarter. Wells for Holy Family, right baseline Dooley. She puts it up, misses off the back of the rim. Autumn Wheatley grabs her 5th rebound. Wheatley out of traffic, into the front court, left side to Keller. Keller dribbles to her right against Sanders. Now to Bauman. Bauman to Keller on the left wing, towards the top of the key. Keller now retreats, dribbling to her right. Working on Sanders, dribbling by Sanders, into the paint, swings it over to Pelton, misses a little 5-footer. Ball is tipped into the hands of Wells. It's a 2-on-2, but Wells is cut off over there by Bauman, but it's picked up by Holy Family. Sanders to Dooley, jump pass to Onderud, and a traveling violation. Check that. That is on Noelle Garden. Holy Family commits only their 4th turnover. And Fort Morgan has the basketball. with 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go. And Keller to throw it in the backcourt to Wheatley. Wheatley dribbles against, there was body contact, no whistle there, dribbling against Mariah Quintana. Straight up at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. This is Morgan County's B106, KPRB, Brush, Fort Morgan. Wheatley in the lane is hacked by Noah Garden. And that's going to be her first foul. The team's 9th. 1-1 for Autumn Wheatley. Fort Morgan from the stripe is 4 out of 6. She'll earn a second free throw if she makes the first. Holy Family's held Fort Morgan into single digits so far in this game. That free throw is good. Wheatley now Fort Morgan's leading scorer with 4 points. Numero Longo is out. Tessa Frasco back in, as it's 28-9 in favor of Holy Family. Second free throw for Wheatley is up, and that is in and out. And the rebound to Garden, her first. There's the outlet on the outside right to Quintana. Back out to Garden straight away. Swings it left side, long three, Quintana. That's off the back of the rim. Destiny Pelton grabs a rebound for Fort Morgan, her second on the outlet to Wheatley. Wheatley, left-handed dribble, middle of the lane. Wheatley lost control, got it back over to Keller. Keller right of the lane, at the top for Bauman. Right side to Keller. Keller dribbles right baseline, cut off. Is going to swing it back out to Bauman. Bauman straight away in the high left. Wheatley penetrates left baseline, spins. She's cut off over there. Has got to get rid of it. Bounce pass down low for Pelton. She's fouled as she misses. Great pass there by Wheatley. And again they go to the stripe, and Tyler Whitlock commits her second foul. And here is Destiny Pelton to the line. Pelton's free throw is up and in. Fort Morgan has shot well from the line tonight. That's 6 made free throws, at least well enough, 6 out of 9. Second free throw upcoming for Destiny Pelton. And that's up, and that's off the back of the rim, and the rebound is controlled by Garden of Holy Family. There's the outlet to Quintana. 2:05 to go. It's an 18-point lead for the Tigers. Quintana near midcourt. Swings it left side for Garden. Cross-court pass outside right. Wells in the lane, and then she had the ball poked away. And poked away and taken away by Pelton. Turnover number 5 for Holy Family. Nice defense. But then her pass is intercepted by Quintana. Over to Wells. It's a 2-on-2. Bounce pass left of the lane. Layup is up. And that's missed over there by Abby Kufal. And Autumn Wheatley grabs her 6th rebound. Wheatley straight away. Baseball pass knocked away. Intercepted by Holy Family. Fort Morgan with their 18 turnover. Wells 3-on-1. Down low. Layup up and in off the glass by Mariah Quintana. It's a 20-point lead for the Tigers, with 1:23 to go in the opening half. Bauman jump pass, high left to Keller, down low to Pelton, turns and is fouled by Maggie Dooley as she misses. Strong move by Pelton. She will shoot a deuce. With 79 seconds to go. And the opening half. And the free throw by Pelton is off to the right. Second free throw upcoming for Destiny Pelton. She bends, she shoots, and scores. 30-11. Mariah Quintana for Holy Family. The backcourt trapped over there. Feeds Wells. Breaks the press on the high left. Now in the left corner, Kufal with a 3 as well, short. But the rebound is taken by Kufal. The reset. Wells' 3 is up. Hits the bottom of the net, goes out of bounds. It'll be Fort Morgan basketball trailing by 19. It was a 16-0 run that they started with a 7-5 lead that made a huge difference here for Holy Family. Wheatley straight away, back out to Frasco, one-handed dribble. Now swings it to Bauman. She misses the long jumper, and the rebound to Maggie Dooley of Holy Family. Now to Quintana the outlet. 45 seconds to go. Quintana's fouled by Pelton. 17 foul. Pelton with her second personal. And Quintana to the line for a 1-1. So she will shoot the 2 free throws, and Michaela Salter is now checking in for Holy Family. So here is Quintana, and that first free throw's in. Holy Family now leads 31-11. Second free throw is up, and that one is perfect. Holy Family by 21. Bauman in the backcourt. Over to Wheatley, now to Bauman. Trying to cross midcourt. Ball tipped away, but taken by Wheatley. She crosses midcourt. Right baseline here is Lydia Eccles. Puts up a shot and misses, and Maggie Dooley grabs the rebound for Holy Family. Her baseball pass, though, is intercepted. Intercepted by the Mustangs. 27 seconds to go. On the outside left, Emma Wolf. Back out straight away to Wheatley with 21. On the high right to Bauman. Lobs it down low, intended for Frasco, but it's thrown away, intercepted. Here's Quintana with 14 seconds to go at the top with 12. In the left corner with a basketball. Back out to Quintana. On the high right with 7 is Kofal. Now in the left corner, dribbling left to the lane all the way off the bottom of the rim. Missed. The putback is up, and that is missed. And then the putback is up and in by Maggie Dooley. 2 shots were missed by Michaela Salter, and then Dooley scored at the buzzer. And that's the way. That should count. That's not up there on the board. That should count. It says 32-11, but I've got that would be 34, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I don't know if they counted that. Well, we'll take a 3-minute break. I thought that counted. Holy Family leads Fort Morgan. Now, I've seen this before at several gyms. A late basket, and the board gets confused. It should be 34-11, but we'll keep it at 32-11 because it didn't get tabulated on the board unless they're going to count and recalculate the score. A 3-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Holy Family has the basketball to begin the third quarter. They lead Fort Morgan 34-11, and the pass is poked away, taken by Dylan Sanders, right baseline. On the outside left to Wells, left baseline. Straight away now to Sanders. Back on the high left, here's Wells in the corner to Garden. Noelle Garden dribbles to her right, left to the lane, bounce pass inside, knocked away by Keller, and it's intercepted. 7 turnover for Holy Family. Bauman on the left wing to Keller, dribbles towards the left baseline, cut off, and then her pass inside to Wheatley. She scoops it up and short. Rebound to Wheatley. She goes back up, and it's blocked out of there by Honorud. And coming away with the basketball is Tyler Whitlock. Whitlock bounce pass to Wells, lays it up and in off the glass to the left of the basket. That is Alyssa Wells now with 8 points. And the Fort Morgan deficit is now at 25, 36-11. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Wheatley wanted to take the 3 feeds Keller left wing, and her jumper's blocked out of bounds by Wells. Again, Fort Morgan has not made a field goal since the first quarter. And that was a little layup by Numera Longo. Keller to throw it in. Lobs it outside left, poked away, but Bauman has it. Now down low. Honorud poked it away, but Keller's got it along the left baseline. Cutoff over there. Jump pass taken by Bauman. Now to Autumn Wheatley, right of the free throw line. 14-foot pull-up, blocked out of bounds by Wells. That's 2 blocks by Wells. Yeah, she's long and lanky. Keller to throw it in for Fort Morgan. Lauren Keller lobs it near the top to Bauman, outside left to Wheatley. Wheatley left corner for Keller, intercepted by Tyler Whitlock, turnover number 20. Whitlock with a 4-on-4. Outside left Sanders, wide open 3. She'll take it and throw up an air ball. And the ball is out of bounds off of Wells, who somehow is laughing about something. Maybe that she should have had it. Check that. Actually, the one laughing there is Noelle Garden. And to throw it in will be Keller. Gets rid of it to Wheatley. Wheatley dribbles out of traffic, jump pass to Bauman. Bauman left-handed dribble, middle of the floor. Now to Numera Longo. Bounce pass inside to Pelton, off her hands, out of bounds. That was it was poked away at the last second by Whitlock. Fort Morgan retains possession. Good look there by Clementina. Bauman to trigger it in. Bauman to Numera Longo, and then the ball went off her hands, out of bounds. I think she tried to catch it and shoot at the same time. And Fort Morgan has their 21st turnover of the game. And here is Dylan Sanders with 6:19 to go in the third. Sanders dribbles to her right behind the three-point line. Lobs it to Whitlock, right baseline to Garden. 15-footer is no good. Rebound to Honorud. They reset for Holy Family. Here's a right wing 3 by Whitlock. She missed it. Numera Longo grabs the rebound for Fort Morgan. There's the outlet to Autumn Wheatley. Wheatley, chest pass. Right side to Bauman, straight away to Pelton. Now to Keller. Keller on the left wing, dribbles to her right. Man, they're denying all types of shots. Into the lane to Bauman. She puts up a shot off the back of the rim. No good. Bauman goes for the rebound. She's got it. Back out to Keller. Keller's trapped over there, has to get rid of it, and instead she walked. So it will be Holy Family basketball. 5:42 to go in the third. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team at State Farm Insurance are there to make the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555. I'll be with you on Thursday, and Brian Nickel will be with you on Saturday for the Fort Morgan girls against Windsor. On the outside left is Whitlock. Left corner, Wells. 3 in the air is Wells short. And the ball is rebounded by Destiny Pelton with a left hand. Outlet to Keller. Here's Numera Longo. Numera Longo kicks it back out to Fajardo. Almost an over and back. She established her position, though. Keller on the left wing. Keller dribbles like baseline. Cut off over there. Lobs it back out to Caitlin Fajardo. Fajardo to her right. Right side to Bauman. Bauman lobs it in the lane to Pelton. Looked like she was fouled. Yep. Oh, they're going to call travel instead. Whoa. Well, there was contact, but maybe the contact was after the walking violation. 23 turnovers for the Mustangs with 5 minutes to go. Third quarter, Holy Family 36, Fort Morgan 11. On the high right, Sanders with the basketball, dribbling right baseline all the way off the glass, and it got part of the rim, but she grabs her own rebound. Sanders right side to Wells. Wells jump pass to Whitlock, dribbles, turns, back out to Sanders. Can't take that three. Now feeds it to Wells. Free throw line. Jump pass to Whitlock on the left wing. Whitlock at the free throw line. Kicks it off the back of Wells out of bounds. She wasn't even looking. And it kind of just rolled up her back. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Fort Morgan basketball. Again, the Mustangs playing pretty good defense tonight. But they're just way back on the offensive end. Down by 25. Only 11 points. They played more minutes than points scored. Fajardo's pass to Wheatley in the check that's Bauman in the backcourt. Wheatley on the bench right now taking a breather. Pelton to Bauman with 4:25 to go in the third. Near the left corner to Keller. Keller penetrates left baseline against Whitlock. She's cut off over there, and then she's fouled. Lauren Keller knows how to use her body to draw contact. Foul was committed by Cecilia Honorud. That's going to be her second. Keller to throw it in. Wheatley is back in for Numera Longo. Lauren Keller throws it down low for Pelton. She turns, banks, and misses. Honorud grabs the rebound, her sixth. Long pass in the lane, and there's a double dribble. Should be a double dribble. It is. By Noelle Garden. Holy Family, all of a sudden, they had 6 turnovers in the opening half. They've got 3 here midway through the third quarter. So 9 in the game. Fajardo's got to get rid of it now. She will dribble. Bounce pass to Keller. Keller left-handed dribble. She spins in the backcourt. She's going to get called for a 10-second violation. There it is. Only halfway between the backcourt and midcourt. 24 turnovers for the Mustangs. And Tyler Whitlock will throw it in from midcourt. Fort Morgan has not scored in the quarter. No field goal since the first quarter. Sanders against Keller on the outside left to Garden, guarded by Pelton. And then that jump pass knocked out of bounds into the student section by Autumn Wheatley. Retaining possession is Holy Family. Wells to throw it in, gets it into Sanders. Sanders with a left-handed dribble behind the three-point line. In the left corner, Whitlock fakes the 3, steps in, back out to Wells straight away. Left corner, Whitlock dribbles to her right, into the paint. Jump pass to Wells, right baseline to Garden. Bounce pass inside, goes off the hand of Whitlock, intercepted by Fajardo. Turnover number 10. Here is Keller, left of the lane all the way. She's fouled as she drove to the basket and missed. Again, Lauren Keller drawing contact, and the foul was committed by Dylan Sanders, her second. Fort Morgan looking for their first points of the quarter, but still no field goals since the first half. First quarter, that is. Second free throw is coming up after the miss of the first. Get a delicious treat, breakfast or lunch option to make the day better at Willow Coffee and Bake Shop, 921 Edison Street in Brush. Pelton is out of the game. Allie Bauman back. Well, actually, Clementina Numera Longo. And second free throw is around and good for Lauren Keller. She now has 2 points in the game. 36-12, 3:24 to go, third quarter. Sanders in the right corner for Whitlock. Cross-court pass is taken by Wren now into the game. Lob down low to Honorud. Dribbles, leans, banks, misses. Honorud rebound. Honorud's going to have to kick it back out. She throws it in the backcourt. That'll be a violation. The ball's not chased down anyway, out of bounds Fort Morgan basketball. 5 turnovers in this quarter for Holy Family. They've got 11 in the game. They've got as many turnovers in this quarter as the Mustangs do. Fajardo is out, and Tessa Frasco is in. And in the front court along the side for Fort Morgan, Wheatley will trigger it in. Wheatley back out to Bauman. Bauman with a left-handed dribble straight away. Bauman left to the lane. He's going to have to spin it back out to Wheatley. Wheatley at the top, a 2-3 defense there. Back out left side to Bauman. Left to the lane to Frasco. She's going to have to kick it out. Oh, she throws up a wild shot. Stuffed right back in her face there by Cecilia Honorud. And here comes Holy Family. Yeah, she really had no angle there. I think she was just trying to draw a foul. Here's Wells on the left wing. Back out to Sanders. We have 2:39 to go. Wells is going to put up a runner, and she's fouled. And she will go to the stripe. The Fort Morgan foul was on Autumn Wheatley. Her first. Alyssa Wells scored 6 points in the opening half. She's got 8 in the game. This is only the third and fourth free throws taken by Holy Family. And the first one is good. Mr. D's Home Center is a proud supporter of all the area athletes. They'll serve you with your home farm and ranch supplies with 3 locations, Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan. Second free throw is in. Wells in double figures with 10. Holy Family leads by 26, 38-12. Backcourt, Bauman with the basketball. Cross-court pass tipped away by Wells, intended for Keller. Right-handed layup up and in. 6 in the quarter for Wells. Fort Morgan with 25 turnovers, trailing 40-12. There's another tip pass, but this time it's off of Whitlock out of bounds. Fort Morgan retains possession. They're going to have to work on this before Thursday's game against Berthoud. Berthoud is ranked even higher than the Erie team that beat them by 43 on Saturday. They're perfect team record-wise this season. It's not going to get any easier for Fort Morgan. Then Frasco had the ball tipped from behind by Wells. Over to Sanders. Here's Wells all the way. Left-handed layup is up and in. Wells has 8 in the quarter. She's got all the points for Holy Family in this quarter. 2 minutes to go. It's 42-12. Wheatley middle of the lane. Bounce pass. Numero Longo lost control of the basketball. And here is Tyler Whitlock. Long pass to Wells. Wells going to jump pass it down low for Honorud. Dribbles. Kicks it back out. The 3 in the air by Wren is off to the right. And the putback is missed by Whitlock, and Numero Longo has the rebound for Fort Morgan on the outlet to Bauman. Now feeds Autumn Wheatley crossing midcourt against Sanders. In the right corner, Keller thinks about the 3. Jump pass down low. It's poked away by Sanders, intercepted by Honorud, and Fort Morgan's getting very careless here. Here is Whitlock penetrating, banking, and scoring. And Whitlock scores for Holy Family. And now they've got a 32-point lead with 1 minute and 21 seconds to go. Traveling violation on the Mustangs. And they now have 10 turnovers in the quarter, 29 in the game. And here's Destiny Pelton and Emma Wolf in for the Mustangs. Fort Morgan played really well defensively in that first half. And not too bad here, to be honest with you. The issue is the turnovers. 29 unofficially in the game with only 12 points. Minute 14 to go. Bounce pass in the lane to Wren. Back out Whitlock. Left corner 3. Back rimmed it. Lauren Keller with a nice job boxing out for the rebound for the Mustangs. Keller into the front court. Bodied up, no whistle. Keller looking. Right corner to Emma Wolf. Wolf is double team. Has to get rid of it somehow. Overhead pass is going to head into the backcourt and into the Holy Family bench. And Fort Morgan now has 11 turnovers in the quarter and 30 in the game. Yeah, at some point I'm just going to have to stop counting because I think we pretty much get the idea with what's happening in this quarter. Jalen Garan to throw it in. Feeds it back out to Wells. Getting ready to check in is McKenna Bursch. Coach Rossi's going to clear the bench more than likely for the 4th. Straight away is Garan. Now back to Wells. Swings it left side for Whitlock. Dribbles to her right into the paint. Back out to Garan. Right baseline. Garan bounce pass cross court to Honorud. Turns, leans, hooks, and misses. Numero Longo with her 5th rebound for the Mustangs. On the outlet to Bauman, 29 seconds remaining. Right corner, here is Emma Wolf for the basketball. Wolf nearly had the ball stripped away and was fouled. Only the second team foul. That one's on Jalen Garan, her 3rd. And here comes McKenna Bursch into the game, and Cecilia Honorud is out. Honorud struggled on offense. She does have 7 rebounds, but only 4 points. 3/4 court, Keller to throw it in for Fort Morgan. Gets it to Bauman. The Mustangs have just 1 point in the quarter. Wolf's 3 in the corner is an air ball. And Daniela Wren has the basketball for Holy Family. At midcourt, 12 seconds to go. Left baseline with 10. Here's Whitlock with 9. Had the ball stripped. And a foul there on Allie Bauman. Bauman her second, 8.1 seconds remaining. 3/4 court along the side. Jalen Garan to throw it in for Holy Family. Garan lobs it to Wells near midcourt. Wells left to the lane, and she traveled. Yep, good call there by Sean Lose. Turnover number 12 for Holy Family. Mustangs will have a final opportunity to score in the quarter with 4.6 seconds to go. And to throw it in as Wolf in the backcourt to Bauman. Bauman with 3 at midcourt with 2. She's spinning, and she's not going to get off a shot here. And that is the end of the third quarter. It's Holy Family 44, Fort Morgan 12 on B106 in the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the fourth quarter in the first of 2 games tonight. Holy Family girls lead Fort Morgan 44-12. If they go up by 35 in the quarter, we go to a running clock. That happened on Saturday night in the 43-point loss to Erie. Keller, Bauman, Wheatley, Numero Longo, and Pelton for the Mustangs. Here's Wheatley with the basketball straight away to Keller. Keller against Mariah Quintana out there with Whitlock, Garan, Daniela Wren, and McKenna Bursch. Bounce pass inside towards Pelton. Pelton tries to dribble by 2, and she's fouled before the shot, which didn't go anyway. Fort Morgan will inbound it. Foul was committed by McKenna Bursch, her first. Mustangs were outscored 10-1 in that quarter. Keller looking underneath the basket of Pelton, has the shot partially blocked, and the ball's in the hands of Tyler Whitlock. Whitlock to Quintana. Cross-court pass. Here's Wren. The 3 in the air is up, and that's off the back of the rim. Destiny Pelton goes high for the Fort Morgan rebound. On the outlet to Wheatley. Wheatley near that right corner for Keller. Looking down low. Numero Longo's bodied up over there. Bounce pass to Bauman. Bauman lobs it towards Pelton, but it goes over everybody out of bounds. 31 turnovers for the Mustangs, and here comes Abby Kufal into the game for Tyler Whitlock. Again, a three-pointer here gives it to a running clock. Mustangs don't want the game to get to that point. Quintana, long pass to Wren. Boy, she had a teammate wide open, but the Mustangs played some defense there late, and then the runner's up and missed by Kufal. Autumn Wheatley grabs her 8th rebound for the Mustangs. Wheatley, left-handed dribble on the outside right to Keller. Keller then had the ball stripped, and then it's re-stripped by Fort Morgan. Teams trade turnovers, and a timeout called by Mitch Elrick. 6:50 to go in the game. Holy Family with a 44-12 lead. When it comes to your future, Northeastern is miles ahead, and a college that's close to home, that's Northeastern. Boys game to follow. We should be on 7 o'clock starting time there, considering we're just past 6:30 Mountain Time, and we're looking good for this game ending promptly. But again, a rough result for Fort Morgan tonight, down by 32. And this is the toughest stretch of their schedule. They played ranked Erie on the road on Saturday and lost by 43. Ranked Holy Family tonight in Fort Morgan, and ranked Berthoud on Thursday in Berthoud. Then it'll soften a bit when they host Windsor on Saturday. It'll be Abby Kufal, Mariah Quintana, Daniela Wren, along with McKenna Bursch. And let's see who's out there. Who's the 5th player? That's going to be Jalen Garan. For Holy Family, it's Autumn Wheatley for Fort Morgan, Allie Bauman, Destiny Pelton, Lauren Keller will throw it in, and Clementina Numero Longo. Keller 3/4 court. Lobs it into Bauman. Bauman with a crossover dribble against Quintana. On the right side, here's Autumn Wheatley. Left-handed dribble, cross-court pass to Keller. Lauren Keller at the top for Wheatley. Dribbles to her right, kicks it back out to Bauman. Cross-court pass towards Keller, and it's intercepted by Bursch. Here with a right-handed dribble is Jalen Garan. Ball poked out of bounds. And it will be Holy Family basketball, 3/4 court. Neither team has scored in the quarter, and we played over a minute and a half. Quintana sets up the offense for Holy Family. Lob left side for Garan. Back to Quintana straight away. Right side for Wren. Bounce pass in the corner to Garan. Picks up her dribble. Now in the right corner for Quintana. Lobs it back out on the right side to Garan. Right baseline. Inside. Poked away. But chasing it down in the corner is Daniela Wren. Back out. Birch. 3 in the air. Is off to the left. Destiny Pelton grabs the rebound for the Mustangs. Her 5th board. Holy Family was looking for the running clock right there. Couldn't get it. Bauman for Fort Morgan. On the high left to Keller. Keller to her right. Crossover dribble. Hands it off to Bauman. Bauman against Garan. Now to Keller. Keller at the top. Straight away to Wheatley. Wheatley left of the lane. This Holy Family defense is really smothering. Bauman, free throw line. And then that pass is poked out of bounds, intended for Keller in the corner. Knocked away by Wren. Holy Family to throw it in. Only 5 points for the Mustangs in the first quarter. 6 in the second. 1 in the third. We have 5.5 minutes to go in the game. None in the fourth quarter. Bauman tried to hand it off to Keller. Keller was able to flag it down. Now to Bauman on the high right. Bauman dribbles by 1, puts up a floater around, and good! Allie Bauman scores. That's the first field goal for Fort Morgan, believe it or not, since the first quarter. And they haven't switched the score. Come on, guys. 44-14. How long does that take? I know Fort Morgan hasn't scored in a while, but here's the shot up by Birch and up and in off the feed. There by Wren. 46-14. We have 5 minutes to go in the game. Wheatley left baseline, spinning double team, puts it up off the glass, too strong. And the ball is loose, still loose. Chased down in the corner by McKenna Birch of Holy Family. And then the ball nearly thrown away. Keller goes diving for the basketball, knocks it out of bounds. That's great effort there by Lauren Keller. She was not giving up in the backcourt. Here comes Emma Wolf into the game for Allie Bauman. Yeah, she just kept fighting and fighting for that basketball, and it almost paid off. Coming the other way is Jalen Garan. Jump pass back out to Michaela Salter into the game. Here's a lob down low for Birch, and she's fouled by Wolf as she misses. Emma Wolf with her first foul, and to the line is McKenna Birch to shoot 2 free throws with 4:38 to go from Fort Morgan. And Holy Family leading 46-14. McKenna Birch's first free throw is up and around and good. The lead is 33 with a second free throw upcoming. She bends, she shoots, and connects. The Tigers lead by 34. Autumn Wheatley for the Mustangs. Swings it left side for Keller. This will be a season low in points for Fort Morgan, even if they go on an explosion here. Autumn Wheatley back out to Numero Longo, hands it off to Keller. Keller back out towards Wolf, dribbles right of the paint. Wolf straight away towards Wheatley, has to chase it down near midcourt. Wheatley gets a pick from Wolf, dribbles to her right, back to her left. Wheatley's played hard tonight. I mean, they've all played hard. They just can't get the offense going. There's the lob in the lane. Pelton straight away. Shot is off the back of the rim from 10 feet. Rebound to McKenna Birch. Birch on the outlet. On the right side, here's Garan near the corner. Garan dribbles out of traffic. Now to Mariah Quintana. In the left corner, Salter, 3 is up, and that is short. And the rebound to Numero Longo of Fort Morgan. That's her 6th. Autumn Wheatley has the basketball with 3:42 to go. Keller, right corner, Wolf. 3 is up, and that's no good. And a long rebound is not going to be made because Abby Kufal will let it go into the Fort Morgan bench. And here's Maggie Dooley in for the Tigers. Checking in for Birch. Caitlin Fajardo and Lydia Eccles are into the game for Fort Morgan. 48-14 in favor of Holy Family. With just over 3.5 to go from Fort Morgan High School, the Mustangs will drop to 2-6. Holy Family will move to 4-4. On the high left is Salter, back out to Quintana. In no hurry to shoot here is Holy Family with a huge lead. In the right corner, Salter bounce pass for Birch. I guess she stayed in the game. And then that ball is contested by the Mustangs in a tie-up. But it stays with Holy Family. A couple of bodies went to the floor there for Fort Morgan. Quintana now to throw it in on the offensive end for Holy Family. There's the lob into Dooley. Her shot is missed, but a foul by Fajardo. Well, she got a lot of ball there. Now Maggie Dooley makes one of these 2 free throws. This will be running clock the rest of the game. It only stops for timeouts, and once they set up at the free throw line, it will stop there. Free throw is up, and there's the running clock that'll start here momentarily. 49-14, at least it should after the second free throw. And that one's up, and that's perfect. 50-14 with 3:13 to go in the game. The rule is you're up by 35 or more in the fourth, go to a running clock. Even if the lead is reduced, it's still a running clock. If it goes under 35, once it's established, that's the rule. Fajardo right of the lane, down low, and the shot is blocked, but a foul. And Lydia Eccles is fouled there by, let's see if it's Maggie Dooley who committed it. Yep, and now the Eccles free throw is up and off to the right. Yeah, it stops for the free throws, and then we'll start once again. No, they're going to say Birch instead. Well, that can't be her fourth. She doesn't have 4 fouls. That one's up, and that one barely gets to the rim, and Maggie Dooley has the rebound for Holy Family. They're up by 36 with 2:43 to go. Overhead pass is taken by Salter. Michaela Salter now to Birch, left of the lane. Down low for Dooley. Dooley's double-teamed, and then she nearly threw the ball away. It's poked around. It's loose on the floor, and it's still loose, taken by Birch of Holy Family. Her shot is up and around and good. Little 7-footer on the left block there by Birch. She's got 6 in the quarter. Holy Family 52, Fort Morgan 14. The Eccles shot is missed, and she's fouled again. Why is Holy Family fouling? That's overly aggressive. Abby Kufal commits the foul. Well, that's good for Fort Morgan. The clock will stop right there. Once they set at the free throw line, the clock does stop, and the Lydia Eccles free throw is around and good this time. She just missed 2 seconds ago, but drills that one. 52-15. Second free throw for Eccles is short. Maggie Dooley grabs another rebound for Holy Family. They're up by 37 at 52-15. Jump pass to Salter in the left corner. With the basketball, Kufal to Salter. Under 2 minutes to go. Right corner, Quintana 3. Back rimmed it, no. Ball is loose. It's out of bounds. It is off of Holy Family. Clementina Numerolongo, Ali Bauman are into the game. The clock continues to run with this deficit of 37 for Fort Morgan. On the outside left, Bauman steps in, 15-footer, no good. Maggie Dooley grabs the board for Holy Family. They want to run. Do they want to shoot, though? Quintana on the high right at the free throw line. Jump pass back out. Now into the lane. Birch, little 10-footer, yes. From Abby Kufal. Birch has 8 points in the quarter. They've scored 10 as a team. Waitley all the way. Puts up a shot, partially blocked. Ball is loose. It's taken by Birch. Birch bounce pass over to Salter. Lays it up off the bottom of the backboard. And Autumn Wheatley has the basketball for Fort Morgan. That's her 9th rebound. Pelton lays it up and in. You got to celebrate every basket for the Mustangs tonight. They've been very limited there. 54-17 with 49 seconds to go in the game. Here is Mariah Quintana over to Dooley. Dooley just beyond midcourt. Tries to get rid of it. Intercepted on the cross-court pass to Keller. And Keller's going to bank and score. Taking advantage of the turnover, Lauren Keller has 4 points in the game for Fort Morgan, 54-19. Mariah Quintana with 23 seconds to go. Birch on the outside right to Abby Kufal. Dribbles to her left, dribbles by Keller. Jump pass is poked away, and it's intercepted by Wheatley. Now Keller's ahead of the field. Keller puts it up and in. Well, we needed this a lot earlier, but at least Fort Morgan scored 4 field goals in this quarter. They had 2 in the first quarter, none in the second and third, and that's the end of the game. Holy Family wins tonight in the first of 2. Holy Family 54, Fort Morgan 21. The boys getting ready to play game number 2. But first, it's a 3-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Mustang postgame show tonight is brought to you by Morgan Community College. There to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Fort Morgan Mustang girls go down to defeat tonight to the Holy Family Tigers, 54-21. It was 16-5 after one, 34-11 at the break, as it was a 16-0 second quarter run that salted this for Holy Family. They outscored them 10-1 in the third quarter and 10-9 in the fourth. Holy Family got 14 points from Melissa Wells, 10 from Dylan Sanders, and then McKenna Bursch had 8. 6 points in the game from Daniela Wren, and then 4 players had 4 apiece. Mariah Quintana, Tyler Whitlock, Cecilia Honorud, and Maggie Dooley. The Mustangs got 6 apiece from Lauren Keller and Destiny Pelton. 4 points from Autumn Wheatley. 2 in the game from Clementina Numero Longo and Ali Bauman. 1 free throw from Lydia Eccles. 33 turnovers for the Mustangs, 15 for Holy Family. The Mustangs 9 out of 18 from the line, as they shot 50%, 8 out of 8 for Holy Family. Fort Morgan falls to 2-6 on the year, and Holy Family is now at 4-4. So that's the way game number 1 went tonight. Rebounding totals, by the way, Holy Family with 34, 25 for Fort Morgan. Honorud had 8 rebounds for Holy Family, and the Mustangs got 9 from Autumn Wheatley. But they have to figure out a way to reduce the turnover total, because the one thing the Mustangs don't have is a consistent outside game. And without a consistent outside game, then you have to wonder how they're going to generate points, because it's tough to do it only from the inside, at least consistently. Tonight they really didn't get going until it was way too late in the last 2 minutes. And then after that, they were able to pick up some buckets, but again, all inside buckets. So what is Fort Morgan going to do from here? Because they got Berthoud coming up on Thursday night, ranked 3rd in the state.